So good evening, friends. Welcome to the session on 3 secrets to gain profitable customers. And we have with us Dr. Arunaagiri Mudaaliar, who is an author, world-class trainer, international sportsman, and industrialist himself. And he is an alumnus of IIM Ahmedabad, and he has undergone personal training from several international trainers such as Ron Kaufman, Tommy Busan, Blair Singer. Dr. Arunaagiri is the first Indian to be certified by the Blair Singer Academy, USA, for competency and excellence in the area of training and facilitation. So we welcome, so all of you, please welcome Dr. Arunaagiri on board. And Mr. Arunaagiri, please, you can, start the session.
Thank you, Shabnam. Thank you very much. Friends, how many of you agree with me that due to this COVID pandemic, there is a unprecedented turbulence and disruption in business globally? If you agree with me, can you please type S on the chat box? Thank you. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. Thank you, Vinay. Thank you, Vinay. Thank you, Sudarkar. Thank you. Thank you, Vaibhav. Thank you, Dishan. Friends, how many of you also agree with me that today the need for every business is to generate revenue, income, and profits? This is what every business looks forward to. If you agree with me, please type S once again on the chat box. Thank you, Dishan. Thank you, Vishnu. Thank you, Shinu. Okay. Thank you, Vinay. Thank you, Abray. Thank you, Vaibhav. Thank you, Praveen. Thank you very much. Friends, I, at the onset, welcome each one of you for this signature webinar of us called 3 Secrets to Gain Customers for Life. Because this particular signature webinar of ours would help you in achieving an answer for the 2 questions which you all so very gracefully answered. At the onset, I want to acknowledge TiE and especially Shabnam for really organizing this program at a very short notice. That shows their commitment towards helping entrepreneurs, especially the budding ones, and especially during this very, very unprecedented, turbulent times. So I really want to acknowledge Shabnam and the TiE team, TiE Mumbai team, for taking this initiative and coming out with prospective solutions for this. And how many of you agree with me that yes, TiE Mumbai and TiE India and TiE Worldwide is doing a great job? Thank you very much, Sudhakar. Thank you very much. How many of you agree with me? If you agree with me, type yes, they are doing a great job. Absolutely. Thank you, Dishan. Right. And friends, second, I want to acknowledge each one of you who are today registered and also came in for this particular webinar, because the very fact that your presence in this particular webinar tells me 2 things. One is that you are a very alert, agile person who always grabs every passing opportunity, and that's why you are a success-minded person. You are a success-minded person, and you are one among those top 10% of the world's population who are interested to continuously invest their time, effort, and money into constantly working on their most important asset that every human being has. And I want all of you to answer this question for me. Which is the most important asset that we human beings have? Which is the most important asset? Which is the most important asset that each and every human being has? Mind, self, yeah, awesome. Time, knowledge, yeah. I think I got the right answer. I got an answer from Kanchan. Yes, absolutely. The most important asset is your own self. And you are among those top 10% of the world's population who continuously keep on investing on their most important asset, and thereby are among the top 10% of the successful people in the world. So I really want to acknowledge each one of you for taking out your time and having this success conducive attitude. So as a coach for the next 1.5 hours, can I request you for one small favor? Can I? If you agree with me, I would ask you for 2 favors. So if you agree with me, just type on the chat box, granted, granted. I just want all of you to type on the chat box, granted. 2 favors to your coach. Thank you. Thank you, Sudhakaran. So nice of you. And I want you to be a little bit outrageous because thank you, Shiv. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sandeep. Awesome. I want all of you to raise your hands up like this. And I can see all of you, so I can don't think that it's virtual. And so really, and turn it around, and just give yourself a pat. Give yourself a pat and say, okay, and take your name and say, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself, please. Yeah, I'm proud of myself. And second favor is that I want you to chat. I want to type on the chat box that I'm proud of myself. Please type this. And I'm doing this with the reason which will be very explicit once we. Yeah, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you, Vishnu. Thank you, Shiv. Thank you, Anjali. Awesome. Thank you, here. Thank you, Anirudh. Yeah. Friends, what we just did is, again, principles of success. That's what we're going to see. And let me just give you a small share about what we intend to cover in the coming 90 minutes with you. What I intend to cover with you is, for success, there are always 2 things. One is the mindset and one is a skill set. What I made you to do just about last 30 seconds back is one of the aspects of mindset which you will understand once I explain you the principle of it. I will work on the concept called as self-actualization, which I promise you, once you understand this, you will be able to take yourself and your performance to the next level. Okay. So that's first thing which I intend to cover in the coming 90 minutes. How many of you would love it? If you love to know about a principle called as self-actualization, which will enable you to take your performance to the next level. If you like it, say absolutely, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. Love it, love it. Okay, just type it, love it. Okay, that's the first thing which I intend to cover it. And next, what I intend to cover with you is those 3 secrets which we promised you in the invitation which we sent across. The first secret, I promise you, will help you to generate repeat sale. It will be able to generate testimonials, and it will be able to generate referrals. So again, how many of you would like to have all these things more in your business? Referrals, repeat sale, testimonials. Yes, thank you. Yeah, if you like it, say yes. I would love it. Love it. Okay, that's what I intend to give you the first secret. The second secret will help you, my friends, to increase your profitability, to make you more conscious about generating profitability and thereby ensuring that your business becomes more sustainable. That's what I intend to give you, the second secret. And the third secret I'll give you is to ensure that each and every member of your team, okay, if you're running your own enterprise or if you're part of a corporate, to ensure that each of them start appreciating the power of selling, okay, so that it doesn't depend on a few of them. The entire organization is involved in generating profitable sales. How many of you would like this as well as all of them? If you would love to know all of them, right? BIO, bring it on. Please type, just bring it on. Thank you, Kanchan. I love the engagement. Friends, I for one always believe this. Okay. I was appreciating all of you, so I want to show you 2 of the my favorite slides, which I'm sure you would appreciate more. The first thing which I wanted to share with you is this, and second is this. So I want all of you to know this. Now you would have seen in the first thing which I appreciated all of you, and I want all of you to etch this particular thing in your mind. And that's one more thing which I'm going to share with you. The formula is called PD is equal to BD. PD is equal to BD is a universally true formula and principle of life. PD stands for personal development and BD stands for business development. So the more you develop yourself as a person, automatically your business goes to the next level, and it also leads to WD and CD. You know, the PD is equal to BD is equal to CD is career development is equal to wealth development. So that's exactly why I was acknowledging each one of you, and I made you all do that self-patting, because you all are those people who believe in this particular thing. Second, my friends, I wanted to also share with you that since the last 15 minutes that we are together, I've been consciously making you do the raising your hands, and I was making you type a lot of things on the chat box. By any chance, I want somebody to give me an answer. Why was I requesting you to do this? And what is it to do with success? What is it to do with your prosperity? What is it to do with learning? Stay alert, very good. Agile, very good. Shiv, okay. One more, yeah. Can I ask? Interaction? Yes, very much. Yeah, absolutely, Ritesh, you got it. Ritesh, you got it. Yeah, it is about energy. I really want all of you to get present to this, and this is again a universal tool. Okay. Now, as you can see here, higher the energy, higher the results. In whichever activity you do, as Ritesh and as rightly pointed out, this is again very, very important. Highest energy always wins. So when you are interacting, when you are engaged, when you are interested, automatically energy is high. And when the energy is high, I promise you, the learning is high. When the energy is high, the business growth is high. How many of you agree with me that higher the energy, higher the growth? If you agree with me, type agree in the chat box. Thank you. So before I want to take a permission for you for the next 90 minutes that would you give me the permission to ask you to answer questions, engage you in chatting, maybe sometime ask you to do some crazy things just to ensure that your energy level is high, your engagement is high. Do you permit me? Do you permit me? If you permit me, just type, I permit it, permit it. So I wanted to take your permission for that, so that my intention is the person who entered this particular webinar, by the time he walks away or he signs off at 6:30, he should be a better person. He should be he should be a transformed person. That's what basically education means. Friends, you would be today getting a glimpse about the latest technology in training, which is what my colleague Shabnam was talking about. I being the first trainer in India to be certified for accelerated learning technology, which is based upon the latest research on our brain, which you would be quite surprised. Even today, we as human beings know only about 25 to 30% of how the brain works. But the latest research on brain proves certain things which enable the brain to acquire and retain knowledge better. That's what I'm trying to use with you all. And one important thing which I wanted to learn from you, and you will be experiencing it, this is, friends, we have all been highly educated. I'm sure all the 75 people who are here are highly educated people. I'm sure some of you must be postgraduates, some of you may be doctorates, some of you from the premium institutes. I know that because I know what type of audience TiE attracts. But how many of you agree with me that today's educational system doesn't really make a person an entrepreneur, or a person after he finishes or gets his degree, he's not able to start generating money, right? He's not able to generate, he's not able to run a business. How many of you agree with me? Yeah, thank you, Disha. And I want all of you to give me an answer. So why is it so? Why is it so? And why is it that the current educational system is not that effective? Why is it so? And I will give you a small, it's competition, says Shrinu, okay? Something not pragmatic, fear, very true. Rote learning, too, very much. Yeah, I'm giving you very nice, not useful, top-down approach. Okay, education is theory-driven, very good. Dishan, I think you're very, very close. Education versus Naya. Friend, this slide will give you a small inkling about it, because these are all concepts which take a lot of time to deliver, but I'll give you the short of it. And I also want to take your permission that at the end of this seminar, I'll also give you an opportunity to continue your education with me. I'll offer you some of the courses which we run, so that in case those who are interested would be able to join that. Okay. So as I said, why our education is not important is because education is full of information, and true education is not information. Friends, true education is actually, the word which I've written down is very, very critical. It's transformation. Transformation. And transformation is what gives you breakthroughs in life. Now, I just again want to ask you a question in order to engage you, interact with you. What is transformation? We have heard this name very often. Very often we have heard this name, transformation. And I promise you today in the 90 minutes you're going to spend, you're going to have a glimpse of this transformation with you. Okay. So what is transformation? A change of a new mindset, change in thinking. Okay, change in thinking. Okay, seed, imbibe the information and start using it. Okay, good, awesome. Mindset change. Yeah. You're all very close, very close. I think you all are, Pooja, you have come very close. Friends, a transformation which is irreversible, and that's what is a transformation, is interactive, realization, is this, what I'm just showing you. It's to do with your subconscious mind. And as you all know, subconscious mind is 90% of your mind, and 90% of your behavior and action is determined by your subconscious mind. Now, I want you all to know one important thing. I also want you to give me an answer if you can. What does that subconscious mind contain or store, which is so very important, and which is what true education tries to impact on? Why is subconscious mind so important? Intuition, says Vishal. No, something more. Very good. I think one of our, yeah, very true. I think Rajiv has got very, very close. Rajiv, yeah, you're right. It contains memories, experiences, and things. But one thing which has got is beliefs, as Rajiv rightly answered. And friends, transformation is nothing but converting your limiting beliefs into liberating beliefs. And friends, as it is known that beliefs is what determines your results, because belief leads to your attitude, attitude leads to your feelings, feeling leads to your action, action leads to results. And today in this particular 90 minutes, I'll be trying to ensure that we are able to touch upon some of the transformational thing. Everything starts with belief. You're right, Arish. Everything starts with belief. And when you convert the limiting beliefs into liberating beliefs, that's where the transformation happens. That's what transformation happens. Okay. So this is what is the power of it. So today we'll be working on that as well. And as I told you, we'll also give you an opportunity, with your permission. I will also share with you some of your opportunity to learn more with us of how to keep on changing your limiting beliefs and liberating beliefs. Okay, friends. Absolutely. Now, before I get into those three principles, I want to share a little bit about my own background as an author, as a global trainer, as an international basketball player, and also a little bit about I'm an industrialist for running a company for the last 20 years. Can I share a little bit information with you? Can I? Thank you. I'll just share with you a little bit about my own self before I get into those principles, just to make you believe, make you understand that whatever I'm going to share with you, it doesn't come from theory, doesn't come from only books. Of course, I had the opportunity of studying in the best of the universities in the world and the best of the teachers in the world. But whatever I'm going to share with you comes from my practical experience of applying these world-class concepts with you. Okay? So I'll just take a little bit background about myself in very, very short time, so that you will be able to appreciate from where all these things comes from, so that you will be able to relate with me much better. Okay. So friends, this is why what I'm to do. I've been in the business for the last 20 years, and I run a company called Pacific Trends, which was started with an initial capital of 3 lakhs, with about 9 people in a 450 square foot place in Goregaon, West Mumbai. And today, in about 1.5 decades, today we operate from a only owned place in Mumbai at Malad West, which is about 12,000 square feet. We have 150 people working, and we are almost touch about 200 million in turnover. So this is what is my background as an entrepreneur. And as I said, I've been in training for the last 25 years, and I have authored till now 3 books. Unleash Your Potential, Being Customer Centric, and Jogging for Life Success. 3 self-help books, all of them in the 3rd edition. So I'll be sharing a lot of things from this. The first 2 books is, of course, on the basis of my learning and unlearning and relearning from the masters and applying them. And the 3rd book is Jogging for Life Success, comes from my basketball career. I've been a basketball passionate person. I played for the country, India, and I was an Indian youth team, and also a member of the first 15 in the Asian Games 1982. And last 18 years, I've been coaching children. So this book, Jogging for Life Success, is a book which I wrote on the basis of the experience of training children in basketball. The title is called Jogging for Life Success. And I love sports, and one of my ambition is to ensure that we get more sports-minded in this country. So that's what it is. And this is the 4th upcoming book. It's almost going to be published. Because of lockdown, it could not be at an official launch, but we are going to have a launch immediately as soon as the lockdown is over. It's called The Sales Master: 21 Key Elements to Win the Game of Selling. And many of the concepts I will be sharing today comes from the research which I did for this particular book called The Sales Master. And I'm sure you would be able to appreciate it. If you are interested, it is also available. The online launch is there. We'll invite you, definitely. And so this is the 4th book. But friends, the reason why, and my mission as a trainer is to empower and enable every human being. And that's why I love TiE. I've been associated with TiE for the last 3-4 years, last 5 years. And we want to help entrepreneurs to break their self-created barriers and thereby live their full potential to live a prosperous, healthy, and wealthy life. And as far as my sales training is concerned, I learned the initial thing from Pfizer India. For 7 years, I was with them, and I was the member of their top performing team. And I left them as a district manager. And then I moved on to Lakshmi Group, where I was as a marketing manager and then as a CEO. And about 17-18 years back, I came down to Bombay to start my own company, of which I have already shared with you. But my friends, I want to share with you my one emotional reason why I'm into training and why I always love interacting with upcoming entrepreneurs through a great organization like TiE. I want to share this particular thing, and this personal story or personal mission statement is also laced with one of the important mindset point which I want to share with you. So are you all ready for this? If you are ready for this, just type ready for this. Bring it on, BIO, and ready. Yeah, thank you, Dishan. Thank you, Sumit. Friend, I want to ask you a question. Do you know that our motherland, about 250-300 years back, till then it was called as what? What was this great motherland of ours was called as? What was this called as? Yeah, absolutely right, Arish. Yeah, Akhanda Bharat, Sudargan, Bharat, Kanchan. Okay, anybody else? I think Arish has got it. We were called as the Indraprashta. No, we were called as the Sone Ki Chidiya. Rajesh, you're spot on. We were called Sone Ki Chidiya. I just wanted to get present to it. I want each of you to listen to this particular part, very important. From the 1st century to the 13th century, our motherland was the #1 economy in the world. We contributed to 1/3 of the world's economy. The entire world wanted to do business with us. And in fact, we were so prosperous, we were so rich. We had a holistic well-being. In fact, when I go to US, I always tell them that USA was discovered because of my motherland. I'll give you a small background of this. Who discovered America? Anybody? Who discovered America? Can you give me the answer? Yeah, Columbus, absolutely. And I want all of you to get present to where did Columbus set sail for? Where did he set sail for? He set sail for who? Absolutely right. He set sail for my motherland, India, our motherland. And he got lost and he landed in a place called America, and America got discovered. So how many of you agree with me that America got discovered because of our motherland? How many of you agree with me? How many of you agree with me? And if you agree with me, say that with pride. Yes, it is true. And this I tell them when I go to America and when I'm talking to the entrepreneurs there. And it's a historical truth. Then friends, I want to ask you this. Then what happened? How come then from a country which was contributing to 1/3 of the world's economy, how come we became a developing country? How come we became a growing, why? What are the reason? And why did we become a poor country? Let's be accept. No, we got, and let me share with you one more thing. The reason was because we got subjugated by the Britishers. And I'm going to share with you something very important. As I told you, pay attention to it, because apart from the story behind my mission, it also has got a very, very important aspect or a mindset principle which is very, very essential for being successful in life. Okay, so I want you to be attentive to that. Friends, what I'm just showing you is a statement made by Lord Macaulay on 2nd February 1835 in the British Parliament. Okay, I'll read it with you, and I would urge all of you to also read with me, okay, because it's pregnant with something which is very essential. He says that I've traveled across the length and breadth of India and I've not seen one person who's a beggar, who is a thief. Such wealth I've seen in this country, such high moral values, people of such caliber, that I do not think we would ever conquer this country unless we break the very backbone of this nation, which is our spiritual and cultural heritage. And therefore, I propose that we replace our old and ancient education system, our culture. For the Indians think that all that is foreign and English is good and greater than their own, they will lose their self-esteem, their native self-culture, and they will become what we want them, a truly dominated nation. Friends, I want to tell you, this was the mission statement of Lord Macaulay. And I want to ask you once again, did they achieve this mission statement? Did they achieve this mission statement? Yeah, let's be, yeah, absolutely right. Rarish stood, Kanchan, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, yes. I don't blame them. They planned it, they got it. Now, I want to ask you one very, very important question. Everybody pay attention to it. Out of all the damages that they did to us, which was the most detrimental damage which Britishers did to our country? What is the most detrimental thing that they did for us? I want you to think over this. Moral, unity, education system, division and mindset, legal system. Vishnu said pride, very true, something very close. Made up of us as entrepreneurs. This dependent, Kanchan, kill our system, took away our wealth, broke. You're right, Pooja, you're right. Many of this, what you said was important. Yeah, Aubrey, you're asking confident. What they actually did, which I want all of you to get present, is apart from all the wealth they took from us, we fought World War I, World War II, they fought with our money, with our people as well. But the biggest damage they did for us was in terms of the self-esteem. Okay. They made us believe as if we are not good enough. They are, anything that is foreign is good, anything that is European is good. This was the damage that they did on the psyche of mindset. Let me give you one small principle, my friend. It is said, it said, whatever you achieve in your life is directly proportional to your self-concept or self-esteem. I'll repeat again, and I want you all to get present to it, and I want you to work on this. Whatever an individual achieves in life is directly proportional to his self-concept or self-esteem. So your achievement can never be more than your self-concept. So the moment if you think that I am a second-rate person, I'm not good enough, and automatically your performance will be that. That is what it is. So as a trainer, my friend, one of my mission, and especially why I keep on working with the entrepreneurs and youth of India through great organizations like TiE, is to ensure that we are able to rebuild the self-esteem of our youth, our entrepreneurs, or of the general population, so that we can start believing, which we are, as second to none in everything. How many of you agree with me? How many of you are with me? How many of you are with me? How many of you are with me? Yeah. And let me share with you one small thing. I want to ask you one more question. Among the various intelligent people in this world, intelligent race in this world, which is one of the most intelligent race in the world? The various races in the world, but which among them you feel? Hello, says Sudhakar. Which are the Jews? Yeah, Divya, very true. Asians, Dishant, yeah. Now let me ask you. Yeah, I can see some of them writing this thing as well. I would ask you, who is the CEO of Google? Who is the CEO of Google? Sandeep says Indian and Chinese. Okay. Who is the CEO of Google? Okay, very good. Sundar Pichai. Who is the CEO of Microsoft? Okay. Who is the CEO of, who was still now a CEO of Pepsi? What percentage of doctors in UK are Indians? And what percentage of scientists in NASA are Indians? Yeah, you're right, Vishnu. Yeah, right. Oh, so what's common among all of them? What's common? What's common among all of them? Yeah, yeah, great. I can see Kanchan smiling. I can see Chetan, Ishan also smiling. Good, awesome. It is true. It's all Indians. And I want to ask you one more thing. Why are you so intelligent? Why are we as Indian intelligent? Do you know that? And I want you to get present to this concept because I feel this is the mindset foundation which I want you to learn before we get into the principles of skill sets. Okay, principles I'll go into, but before that I want you to get this foundation because this is the foundation which is very, very critical. Do you know why we are so intelligent? Why you are so intelligent? Family ties. Sandeep says, okay, good. Anybody else? Yeah. Friends, this got something to do with our legacy. I'm rich heritage, Vishnu says. Okay, let me give you a small example. And it's all historical fact. Whatever I'm sharing with you is all historical fact, cultural upbringing. Yeah, let me give you the thing. Ask me why. Okay. Now, I think many of us here in this room, we are almost about 80 plus. Okay. Now, I want to ask you this. On normally a birthday, especially, of course, whether you are a Hindu, following Islam, or all of us are one. We are all Indians and we were all Indians from the same heritage. Okay, so this applies to everybody, even though I may give an example of it. On a birthday, normally your parents, especially if you are South Indian, they take you to the temple on a birthday. And when you on your birthday, normally your parents would insist that you do a archana, right? Am I right? And when you are doing that archana, the priest asks you for something. What is they ask you for? Or what do they ask you for? Star. Yeah, Dishan. Yeah. Gotra. Absolutely right. Who was that? Yeah, absolutely right. Gotra. Right, Shiv. You said a star, Gotra, right. Now I want to ask you this. What is the meaning of Gotra? Because I'm just giving you a small story for you to get this principle. So what's a Gotra? Gotra is your linkage. Linkage to whom? Yeah, good. Rajesh, right. Linkage to whom? Linkage to whom? Linkage to your lineage. Yeah, to a Rishi. Absolutely right, Rishi. So we all have a linkage to a Rishi. And I want to ask you this. What were these Rishis famous for? What were they really masters in? They were really masters in what? And then you would get to know the real thing which I'm coming down to, and how they were masters, friend, in inner science. They had the power and the science to go deep within them and change your genome. And that's exactly why we Indians have enlightened genes, or in the current genetic engineering, it's called as genome. We all have an enlightened, activated genome because we were masters in inner engineering. We were masters in inner science. They had the power to go within and transform your genes. And that is what makes us so intelligent. You are intelligent not by fluke. You are intelligent by the genes you carry. And I want you to get present to this, that you're second to none. Friends, this is the concept I want you all to take up in your mindset when we enter into the 3 principles I'm going to share with you. Okay. So as an entrepreneur, today in software, in precision engineering, Indians do exceptionally well. Even in higher education, mathematics, you are exceptionally good. Yes or no? In software, mathematics, precision engineering, who's a person who has got the best brains? Yes, Vishnu, absolutely. It's not by accident. It's because you carry a gene which is more enlightened, which enables you to absorb it. So I want you to take this. That's why I made you write that. I'm proud of you. And make this believe in yourself that, boss, I'm second to none. I'm second to none in the world. So I want all of you to type on the chat box that I am second to none in terms of my confidence. Okay, I'm the best. I'm one of the best. Okay. So please type on the chat box whatever appeals to you. I'm the best. I'm second to none. Whatever. I'm the best. I'm the best. And I want you to get present to this. And I tell you, as your coach and as a behavioral science principal, I'm second to none. I'm the best. And with this principle, whenever you start doing anything in life, I promise you, you will not be able to, you will not be second in terms of taking your business to the next level or succeeding in your career to the pinnacle of success. Okay, because I wish for each of you a pinnacle of success. Okay, so was this, so as I told you, my one of the intention of me being a trainer is to ensure that we are able to rebuild the self-esteem of our people, more so the youth and the entrepreneurs, so that we can again recreate our country as a golden land, Okay, how many of you are with me? So if you are with me, just type with you, sir, with you, just with you. Okay, and then we move forward. Thank you, Adesh, thank you, Kanchan. Yeah, and I really want you to share this particular such stories with others as well, because many of our youth, especially youngsters, don't know our legacy. So we need to rebuild the legacy, because this legacy, nobody else is going to do it for you, but we have to do it for ourselves. Okay? We need to do it for ourselves. So that's what is very, very important. So the first mindset principle is consider yourself second to none, and keep on having this affirmation that I'm the best. I can achieve anything in life. Okay, good. So did you find this up to now? Are you getting value? Are you getting, are you getting value? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. If you're getting value, just say valuable inside. Okay, valuable. Thank you. Okay. Hope you are all getting value from this particular seminar. Okay, good. Awesome. Now, as we are almost 40 minutes into it, now let me get you into the principles which I talked about. Okay. I will take you through those three secrets which I promised you. These are the three secrets which will enable us to take it forward. One by one, we'll take up these three secrets, and the first secret which I wanted to share with you all, my friends, the first secret, which is very, very critical. The first secret for you to generate profitable customers for life is the secret called as your old customers are your gold mine. As I was telling you, how many of you are interested to have repeat sale, testimonials, and referrals? Okay? Old customers are a gold mine. With every customer, you have to build a lifelong relationship. Let me tell you one very, very interesting statistics which would really startle you. It takes almost about 7 to 8 calls for you to get one customer. Okay? But the startling fact is 78% of the salespeople or businesses, after their first sale, they don't again go and touch base with their customers. This is a startling fact. And because of this, many of them are not able to generate continuously profits in their organization. Now, I really want you to get this particular thing in your mind. Friends, how would you define business? How would you define business? Because we are all into business, we do business, or we are working for a business organization. So I want to just give you this distinction called as business. So if some of you can just type on the chat box, activity, customer satisfaction, says Vishnu. Okay. What else? How would you define? It is a relationship, right? True, Shrinu. Okay. What else? What else? Activity, satisfying the need of the customer. Very true. Okay, Kanchan. Good point. Solving problems, Ashish. Okay, good. So I want you to understand it it's a reference, Vishnu. Okay, good. I want you to get present, because once if you get this fun definition, I promise you, you would have a lot of clarity into what exactly you do. Okay. I want to ask you, okay, increase the shareholder value. Okay, good. But yeah, how does it happen? Doing together. Now, I want you to get present to one more thing. Who is your core? Who is the core of any business? Who is the core of any business? Show value. Okay, who is the core of your business? Customer, Kanchan, customer. I want you to re-look at this customer. Does all your customers are good? Yeah, I want you to rephrase it. You're in business for what? We are in business for what? What are you in business for? Profits. Very good. So now if I ask you the question again, who is your who's your core of your customer, of your business? Core of your business, sales team, okay, customer, yeah. Oh, good, thank you. Good attempt. I appreciate the engagement. Yeah, friends, let me tell you, the core of your business is profitable customers. Profitable customers. Okay? Well, we are in business for profits. And I'll give you some examples subsequently, which will quite startle you. Okay? Why exactly? That's why we made this particular program as 3 secrets to get profitable customers for life. And along with TiE, which Shabnam is already promoting, we are doing a 6-day program from Monday till Saturday. It's called as Profitable Sales Mastery. So if you see, all our programs are all talked about profitable sales. Profitable will always be there. I'll be sharing with you, as you have already permitted me, some details about this program on Monday to Saturday, where it is called Profitable Sales Mastery. Because friends, remember, you are in business not for social work. You are in business for profits. And profit comes. And you'll be quite surprised to know that there, in your client list, there are at least about 15 to 20% of your customers who are not giving you profits, and still you're serving them. You're still serving them. So it's important for you to remember. Yeah, thank you, Vaibhav. You're registered. Thank you. Yeah, you're registered for it. Yeah. So you need to remember this. Your core of your business is your profitable customer. Now, I want all of you to get present to this particular. I'll be just sharing with you. I'll be sharing with you. I want all of you to do this action with me. Okay, do the action with me. Are you ready? Do the action with me. So I'll give you a definition of business. Okay, I want you to do this first. Okay, identify. Everybody do this. Identify profitable customer. Everybody identify profitable customers. Acquire profitable customers. Retain profitable customers. And nurture profitable customers. Nurture. Okay, good, awesome. Thank you very much. Once again. Identify profitable customers, acquire profitable customers, retain profitable customers, nurture profitable customers. Awesome. 1, 2, 3. Now I want you all to do it on your own. 1, 2, 3, go. Yeah, I want this group also to do it. Yeah, everybody do it. Yeah, thank you. Awesome. I do it because I promise you, when you do this, you will be able to understand it. Thank you very much. Awesome. Awesome. Well done. Well done. And this is the crux of the business. If you are able to identify the profitable customers, acquire them and retain them. And as you saw in the first secret, again, just to tittle your brain, I want to ask you this. The first sale which you get from your customer, what is the volume and the value of that first sale from a normal customer? Yeah, okay. Thank you, Samantha. Awesome. Now I want to ask you this. Normally I want to ask you this. The first sale you get from your customer, from a new customer. Normally, what's the value and the volume? How much is the value and the volume? Very good, Vinay. Very good. Volume is low, value is low. And why so? Why so? Because why is it so? It's a smaller volume, smaller value. Value is low, right? Very true. Why is it so? Low, yeah, very good, Kanchan. Absolutely, it's a trust factor. Yeah, because the customer is checking you whether you are standing up to the trust. So I want to get present to you. When do you start really getting higher value and volume? You get higher value and volume when you get that repeat customer. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. And as I was telling you, and as we were looking at this particular point, which is very, very important for all of us, is this. Yes, and the surprising thing, 78% of salesmen do not meet up with a customer after the first sale. Isn't it a tragedy? Isn't it a tragedy? Yeah. So, how many of you agree with me? It's a tragedy. If you feel it's a tragedy, type it tragedy. Absolutely. Devdas. True. Absolutely. Because from your old customer, you would be able to get 3 things. 3 things. Which is what makes businesses profitable. What makes business profitable. What are the 3 things that you get from an old customer? Anybody? 3 things which you would get from an old customer. That's what remember. Identify, acquire, retain, and nurture. References. Very true, Dishant. What else? Feedback. Okay. Trust. Okay. Very good. You get trust. Repeat business. Very true. Very true. And one more important thing, especially in today's market, they said a sale is not complete till you get what? Yeah, absolutely right, Dishant. Dishant, you're spot on. Testimonial. Because testimonial is the social proof. And today, whenever you go to a new customer, he asks you, where have you supplied earlier? Who else are your customers? Yes or no? And that's where testimonials become useful. So all these 3 things you get from your old customers. And friend, that's why it is very, very important for you to work on this. That's why I have coined this word called as old customers are your gold mine. And as you can see, 78% of the people don't do it. And that's the reason why they don't generate profits. They don't generate higher, the top line, and also the bottom line badly suffers. Okay. So when this is something which I really wanted to get present to. So I want all of you to do a small exercise for the next 45 seconds. I'm going to give you 45 seconds. Think about at least 3 old customers who was profitable, but you have knowingly and unknowingly not been in touch with them. Okay. So I'm going to give you 45 seconds. Your time starts now. Go. Write those 3 names of those customers. Think of the 3 customers who were there in your list and whom you have not really bothered to contact them. So your time starts now. Go. Done. Awesome. Well done. Well, remember, these 3 things they healed. Everybody done? Very good. Yeah. Friends, if you really look at, and I want you to just take a minute and just think about how much of revenue, how much of income, and how much of profit have you left on the table because you didn't contact them, because you didn't work on this thing. Can you give an approximate amount? समझो 2 साल पहले वो कस्टमर आपको पहला सेल दिया और आज आप 2 साल के बाद उसको याद कर रहे हो, 2 साल में वो कितना आपको सेल दे सकता था? Can you give an approximate number than that, please? Oh, 10 lakhs. Thank you, Dhananjay. Thanks for being honest. Very good. You would come to know how each of these principles can, would enable you to know this. Yeah. 50 lakhs, Ashish. Thanks for being honest. Yeah. Awareness is the first step for transformation. And that's why TiE, Shabnam and TiE, they are going to have this program from Monday to Saturday. Don't miss it. We are doing almost like a social service, but I promise you that when you realize this is only a 1.5 hours, you'll see the amount of money that you are left on the table, the amount of revenue you are left on the table, the amount of profit you are left on the table. Okay. So friend, that is what it is. Okay. So this is what is very, very important for us to understand and take it forward. Okay. So remember, selling is to identify and uncovering a need and then satisfy the need with your product or services for mutual benefit. Remember, there has to be a mutual benefit. That's what the second principle, which I'll be touching upon with you, is what works on. Okay. The second principle, friends, which I want to give you as a secret, even though you know about it, it's a secret because people don't work on that. People don't really concentrate on this, and because of this, they are not. The second secret, my friend, is this. Profit is not a dirty word. Okay, I want you to get present to one. Okay, profit is not a dirty word. We are in business for profits. And do you know this, which is quite surprising, there was an Harvard research study done by an Indian scholar. Okay, yeah, it's the second one. I'm going to give you. I'm just making it second, and then I'll give you the third one. Okay, there's a reason why I just altered it a little bit. Thank you. Thanks for being attentive. Thank you very much. Harvard research talks about one study which said that, which is done by an Indian scholar. They said every year, at least 10 to 15% of your customers you should let go. Okay, this is a study. You know the reason why? And this particular Harvard research paper was very much appreciated around the world. And I wanted you to get present. Do you know the reason why? Why it was appreciated? Because in each and every business, most of your entrepreneurs, yeah, 80% of the sale come from 20%. You write Pareto's law to focus on this. Let go of those. Yeah, very true. Yeah, right. Because many of them are not giving you profit, and you're using your scarce resources to service them. So you need to relook at everyone. I wouldn't say the straightaway dismiss them. You need to renegotiate with them. You need to renegotiate with them and ensure that you're able to renegotiate the terms. Remember, every term in a sale is negotiable. Unfortunately, many of the big customers, they squeeze out the money from you because they are better in negotiation. And you, as an upcoming entrepreneur, sometimes you get fleeced by the big customer, by the big companies, and you feel that, okay, let me do the first transaction at no profit. I'll start making the money in the second, third transaction. How many of you agree with me? How many of us are in this particular wrong mindset? Yeah, absolutely, burning. I can see Dishant also saying that, yes, you're right, absolutely. And once if they freeze on a policy, they don't allow you. And unfortunately, we don't have the negotiation skill. We don't have the assertive communication skill, which is what we will be teaching you in the longer program, which enables you to renegotiate the term. And if they are not ready to give you renegotiation, you let them go. Have the confidence to let them go. Because remember, nature abhors vacuum. Nature abhors vacuum. If you let go people, new customers will come. How many of you agree with me? How many of you agree with me? That yes, nature abhors, let go. If they're not ready to give you profits, even after about a year or so, let them go. You'll attract new customers, or you'll at least be asked to put the effort to get it new. Every term is negotiable, my friends. Remember that be in business for earning, but not for social work. And today, the painful fact is, out of the 10 businesses, 8 of them closed down in the first 3 to 5 years. You know the reason? The reason is they are not making profits, or they have sacrificed it, or the customer is really fleecing you. Okay? Learn to ask for your rights. Okay? Remember, cash flow is very critical. Do not become a financier for your customers. How many of you agree with me? And I want all of you to do one more exercise. Take another 45 seconds and think about some of your customers who is not giving you profit. Write 2 or 3 name of the customers in your chat list. Okay. Thank you, Santosh. Thank you very much. Yeah. So I want you to just think of it, because this is not going to be this is not a training program where I want. Yeah, good, Dhananjay, very good. Think of 2, 3 customers who are not giving you profit for quite some years, and I want all of you, if possible, put a value to that. Put a value to that. $3 to 5 lakhs, Dhananjay. Okay, good, awesome. Others, I want others to also think over it, because please do it next time. I'm purposely giving you this time. Last 30 seconds. Think about it. Maybe we need to rebook on our services. Okay, good, awesome. Think of this. You know, this is a thinking time, so that I would want you to work on that is immediately after this session is over, so that you will be able to understand what we are talking about. Okay? 10 to 15% of your existing customers need to be fired. Yeah, right. 3 to 5. Maybe we need to relook at our service which are not profitable. Very true. Absolutely. A lot of them have, but they are not giving referrals and word of mouth. Okay, good. Yeah, that point is there. If you are getting referrals and this thing, so you can look at it. But even in their primary transaction, you need to ensure that you get profits. Okay? You can renegotiate with them and thereby take it forward. Okay? Need to yeah, and we are in business to make profits. Okay, no profit, no growth, no sustainability. No sustainability. This is something very, very critical. I want you to get present to. How many of you agree with me that this is very, very crucial for business? If you find it crucial points, and if you have found it valuable till now, thank you, Vishnu. Thank you. Yeah. Are you getting value? Are you getting value till now? Are you getting value? Thank you, Sandeep. Absolutely. Yeah. We are in business to make profits, my friends. And no profit, no growth, no sustainability. Absolutely. And if you sacrifice your profits, you would be one of those 80%, 90% of the businesses which close down. Good. Awesome. Now, friends, let me come down to the third one, which of course you will see in the slide as the second one, but they are actually and which is one of my favorite one. Before I put this slide, I want everybody to answer me a question. I want you all to write in the chat box, how big is your organization? How many members are there in your organization? And I also want you to type down, out of the total people in the organization, how many of them are salespeople? Out of 25 people, Dishant, how many of them are salespeople? 6, 4:1, 25, Ashish. How many of them salespeople? 10 out of 100 says Jolly. Very good. Awesome. Okay, I want more. Yeah, 35. Okay, you have 100. 400. The lovely Bobnish. You out of the 400 people, 100 of them are salespeople. Excellent. 45. Awesome. Now I'm going to give you something very, very important. Okay. Now I want you to get present to 4 out of, yeah. Now I want you to have this. Everyone in your organization is a salesperson. Okay. So if you have a team of 100, 400, 25, 50, the third secret, which is of course ERBN, second secret. Third secret is everyone needs to be a salesperson. Okay, and this is something very, very critical because I want you to get present to this. And the reason why I'm telling you this, again, it will be quite alarming and quite surprising for many of you that in case you are not able to get that sensitivity of customers in your team, there's something very tragic which can happen. As I told you, and as we discussed earlier, normally for you to acquire one customer, I want you to ask me, I want to ask you, how many contacts or how many visits are required to get that one first sale from a first customer? Anybody? For 7 to 8. Very true. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Yeah. Absolutely right. And you would be quite surprised to know, friends, this is a statistics which would alarm you. 68% of your profitable customers are lost due to an attitude of indifference by one of your staff member or associates. Okay, I'll again repeat. 68% of your old customers or profitable customers are lost due to attitude of indifference by one of your staff members. Maybe customer is an emotional being. Sometimes it may so happen that he doesn't get a proper treatment. The way he was addressed, the way he was treated is something wrong, or the tonality or the treatment he got from one of your subordinates was not up to the mark and he felt hurt and he left. And the statistics says that 68% of them are like that. Okay, such is the high the contribution of customer attrition due to this thing. This can be stopped provided you make every member of your team customer sensitive or customer centric. And for this, what you need to do is you need to make them actually have an experience of how to acquire, identify, acquire, and retain customers. Some of them don't know how much of pain, how much of effort is required for you to acquire a customer. That's why when the customer comes, they are very casual. Friends, how many of you have heard about a company called Hindustan Unilever? Okay. Can you tell me something about Hindustan Unilever? What is it famous for? This company, which is one of my favorite companies. I'm a shareholder as well. Yeah, surf. Yeah, right. It's a FMCG, right? But what is their forte? What is their real strength of this company? The real, management training program. Very true, Rajiv. Yeah. Friends, one of the secret of Hindustan Liver's big success is right from the MD to the management trainee of whichever department has to spend minimum 2 weeks. 2 weeks on the field meeting customers. Everyone has to spend minimum that much time, whichever department you are. This exercise is done by Hindustan Liver in order to sensitize the entire team about customers, how important the customers are there. Because आपके पास customer है तो business है. अगर customer नहीं है तो business नहीं है. If you agree with me, just type agree on the chat box. Because today we talk, my friends, in terms of customer experience. Every customer contact with your organization has to be a wow, has to be a delightful experience, has to be a surprising experience. If you are able to give that type of an experience, only then is a customer going to be with you. Because today the customers are fickle-minded. You need to ensure that your customers remains with you as a loyalist. Your prospect becomes your customer becomes your client becomes your advocate or your salesperson, and he starts talking about you. That's what is the real objective of every good sales organization. That's why companies like Hindustan Liver are growing every year exponentially. It's because they realize this importance of making every member of the team to be customer sensitive. And they need to ensure that they are able to push and give an experience to the customer. How many of you agree with me that this is very, very critical for generating profitable customers? How many of you agree with me? Thank you, Vishnu. Absolutely. And friends, for this, one very, very important thing which I wanted to share with you all, and I want you all to appreciate this, is this particular thing which I'll be sharing with you. Okay. I'll be sharing with you one of these slides which is so very critical for you to understand and to implement in your organization. Because once if you're able to implement this in your organization, you will be able to take your business to the next level. Make your business to the next level. Okay. Remember, 68% of your profitable customers are lost due to the attitude of indifference of any team member. For this, you have to build customer sensitivity. Okay, we are in business to make profits. Now, I want you to get present to this. This is what is it. You're uncovering the need and satisfying them for mutual benefit. Now, friend, this is a thing which I want all of you to really pay attention to. Now, I want to ask you all the dynamic people who are here. You're almost about 80 people. How many of you have really learned selling? How many of you have attended a selling program or selling skill program? Okay. How many of you have attended? Or how many of you have trained yourself in selling? No. Rajiv, good. Kailash, yes, very good. Good. Others, how many of you have done it? Okay. Because the first, let me tell you, Donnie, very good. Good, very good. I'm happy that many of you have done it and many of you are not yet done it and you are being truthful about it. Remember, selling is the most important personal skill and the most important business skill. The most important, because selling is persuasion and influencing. It is a life skill. And there are a lot of myths about selling which people harbor. And one big important myth is they feel that selling, you're born salesman. It's the biggest lie. Selling is a learnable skill, and selling is art and science. So I want all of you to type this word. Selling is a learnable skill. Please type it in the chat box. Selling is a learnable skill, and it is something which you need to put an effort to learn it. Selling is a learnable skill. Absolutely right. It is not. There's a myth that people feel that, I'm a born salesman. I can talk well, so I'm a good salesman. Biggest BS. Biggest BS. So the first thing which you need to know is you have to learn selling. Selling has got a lot of science. Selling is got various systems, strategies, and skill sets which has to be mastered. And the one who has to master it is the top man, either the entrepreneur or the MD or the CEO. He should know it. So you need to learn to sell. And the second thing which you have to do is you have to learn to teach. You have to learn to teach. Because remember, every leader is a good teacher. Because both leader and teacher have got one common quality. Can you tell me what is the common quality between every leader and every teacher? Selling is the art as well as science. Very true, Vishnu. Yeah. I want you to get present to both of them. Listen. Curiosity, right? Patience. Yeah. Good. Good attempt. Convince. Yes. Ashish, something more. Both of them are givers. Remember, a leader is a giver, teacher is a giver. So you need to be a teacher as well. And you should learn selling, which is the art and science, and you should be able to teach that to the team. So this is the thing. You need to learn to sell, learn to teach the team to sell. And this is an important drive I want you to put in your mind. If you want to be really profitable, if you want to run, generate, and create a profitable organization. Because remember, sales is equal to income. And if you don't have income, there is no business. There is no prospect or no sustainability. आज भी देखिए, आज COVID-19 के टाइम पे सबसे बड़ा दिक्कत जो आती है is that we have got raw material, we got finished goods. हमारे को ग्राहक नहीं है. ग्राहक नहीं होने से आपका सेल नहीं हो रहा है तो पैसा नहीं आ रहा है तो automatically everything is blocked. Yes or no? How many of you agree with me? And here many of the entrepreneurs are stuck with one thing. They are stuck with only they themselves are able to sell. जो भी बिकना है वो खुद बेचेंगे. और बाकी के जो members हैं, they are only bogies. आप जो सेल लेके आओगे उसको वो लोग आगे maybe they can dispatch it, or they do logistics, or they do the billing. But what makes an organization really powerful is everyone in the organization should be customer centric and should be able to contact the customer. Okay. Friends, I run a company called Pacific Trends where we have got 150 people, and I make every one of them learn the selling skill. And even during this COVID-19 time, you will not believe it, my friends. Even this COVID-19 time, I will just take you through that. I'll give you an example as to how that has helped me to generate sale. In the last 60 days, we have almost touched 60 to 70% of our original sale, even during lockdown. Because we have come down with new products like mask, PPE kits. We have come out with special pouches, which we have sold to people in big numbers, and thereby I'll just show you this. You all will be happy to see this, because this is what I'm sharing with you is not only about theory, but what we actually put it in practice. What we put in practice. Yeah, you can see, my friends, these are the things which we have innovated. This is our new range of cotton masks, which is reusable and washable. This was sold by our account person, our logistic person, our marketing person, sales person, even our production people contacted customers, and we got sales. Mixed media cotton fabrics. We came out with this Kimberly Club, you must be knowing. We supplied to them 50,000 pieces. They've got another 1 lakh pieces order, which again is going, all of them during the lockdown period. We also did this PPE kits. And these are also all were innovated by the entire team together. And because of this customer centricity and customer sensitivity, even during the lockdown period, we could generate some revenue, generate some income, generate some profits. How many of you feel this is awesome? If you find this is awesome, or this is what you would like, just type awesome in the chat box. Absolutely. And this is possible provided you are able to, you are able to adhere to what I shared with you. That important thing is very critical. This point is very critical, my friends. This is very, very critical. Okay. This is very critical. You need to sell. You have to be a leader. Of course, you yourself needs to be in the forefront. You should be yourself good or even a master in selling, understanding the system of selling, strategy of selling, skills of selling. You need to be a good teacher. You need to educate and empower the team to do it. This you have to do it with accountability, systems, and code of honor. Okay, there has to be a system, there has to be accountability, and there has to be code of honor. So, friends, if you can do this, you automatically, you have a vibrant organization. I could see some of you having 400 people, some of you having 100 people, some of you having 25 people. Just imagine if all the 25 people, all the 100 people, all the 400 people are also looking out for customer contact, customer coverage, and customer orders. What will happen to the organization? I want some responses for that. What type of a vibrancy will be there? What type of a benefit will be there? Yeah, absolutely, right? Yeah, tremendous, very true, Ashish. Awesome. Yeah, I want everybody to think over this and don't think it. Sales will be 10x. Srinivas, very true. Absolutely, you're spot on. And this is something which is, I'm not talking to you eclectic. Absolutely, this is not something which is imaginary thing, or which is something which is not possible. How many of you agree with me that this is all realistic and this is all doable? If you think this is doable, I want all of you to just type doable in the chat box. Only thing is you need to be aware about it. You need to take action on that. So let me again repeat this particular thing. You need to learn to sell, learn to teach the team to sell with system, accountability, and code of honor. And this is something which I want you to imprint on your mind, because this is what is going to help you to face this unprecedented challenge which we are facing in COVID-19. COVID-19 has disrupted businesses like nobody's business. This has never happened in the last almost 100 years. 1917 was the time when we had the problem. But and my real heartfelt thing is, I want to help each one of you to ensure that you are able to come out of this unprecedented challenge safely, and then look at how you can thrive and drive your business. Okay, I want each of you to thrive and drive. First of all, you need to survive, then you have to thrive, and then you have to drive. So these are important words, my friends: survive, thrive, and drive. Please type the 3 in the chat box. Okay, then I will share with you one of the offerings which we are doing along with TiE only, and at almost, yeah, survive, thrive, and drive. And how many of you would like to learn about how this can be supported, or how whatever I just shared with you would be interested? If you would be interested to learn about it, please type interested to learn about how you can achieve this survive, thrive, and drive. Okay, interested. Thank you, Dishan. Thank you for the permission. Thank you very much. Okay, so friends, along with in partnership with TiE, which is a very favorite organization with me, for me, and with whom I have been associated for the last 5 years. As I told you, we are coming out with this particular program, which is which would give you a real insight about all these things. Friends, we are coming out with this this particular program called Pathway to Profitable Sales and Mastery. Okay. So this is a 6-day intensive program done from coming Monday to Saturday. The objective of this particular program is to teach you right from the foundation, fundamentals, as well as to help you to set up systems, strategies, and skill sets. This is the 4th batch which we are doing, and we are doing it along with TiE at almost cost-to-cost basis, because I want to reach out to the maximum number of entrepreneurs who are today on a brink of biggest challenge in their life. And as I told you, for you to help your company to come out of this crisis, you need to learn to sell, you need to learn to teach, and you need to learn to teach your team to sell with system accountability and code of honor. All these things are covered in this 6-day extensive program, because as I told you earlier, out of the 10 new businesses, 8 of them closed in the 3 years. And right now, this COVID-19 is going to put a lot of businesses out of business. And in my opinion, for you to survive this, you need to have a fresh way of thinking. And that's what we hope to share with you in this coming Monday. This is a golden opportunity, and I don't want you to miss it. We have a limited seat because I think almost 75% is already sold out. But we felt that we should reach it to as many people as possible. Now, this is a 6-day program. Every day you will be spending 2 hours with me, 4 to 6 p.m. And we will be also giving you some home play, which you can start working. Like that today I told you to think about all your old customers whom you missed. Who are the customers who are not giving you profits? Okay. And how many people in your organizations are selling? So such thought-provoking things we want to keep on giving you, so that you would be able to appreciate and upskill yourself in this particular important business skill. As I told you, selling is the most important business skill, the most important personal skill. And you have an opportunity to really master this. So if you're interested, I'll be requesting Shabnam to put the link of this particular program in the chat box. So you all can just go to the chat box, copy it, and in the next 10 minutes, you all can register for it. So I will request Shabnam and Mihir, they'll be putting the link for this program, and it is through TiE. So TiE will be able to help you out with the entire registration process. So how many of you would be interested in this program? If you are interested in this program, please type interested in the chat box immediately. Thank you. Thank you, Vishnu. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dishan. Thank you, Dhananjay. Absolutely brilliant. I think you all are people who have been really, absolutely keenly liked and interested. Thank you. Yes, Abri. Thank you. Thank you, Abri. Awesome. And I would urge, I would urge each one of you who's there in this particular webinar to come for this. So let me tell you very frankly, when I started this, my own business enterprise way back in 1998, 99, I remember, even though I was well versed in marketing and sales and also in other business areas as a CEO, in the first 15 months of starting my business, I almost went bankrupt. And for literally almost for 2 to 3 months, I had to depend on my father, who was on pension, to take care of my family. And at that point of time, I really felt like a loser. I felt really bad. And luckily for me, at that point of time, my mentor, Apurish Acharya, came into my life, and he helped me rebuild my business and come out of the crisis. So I don't want any of the entrepreneurs to go through that phase when to see your business going down, or you becoming bankrupt, or you losing the organization which you so fondly started. So because of that feeling, that I don't want anybody else to go through it and thereby help this country to become a golden land, we are doing this program. So I would strongly urge each one of you to consider this, and if not this, anywhere else, but learn this particular skill and master it, and try to make your entire team customer centric and customer specific, and this will enable you to take yourself to the next level. Okay, that's what is my urge. So if you have seen the link there, if you please ensure that you can there. It's been already put by Shabnam there. Thank you very much, Shabnam. So you can go to the link, register there, and thereby book your particular seat so that you can accordingly take it forward. So friends, this is what I wanted to know. Now we've got another about 6 minutes left. So for all those people who want to register, go and register. In the meanwhile, if you have got any doubts, any questions to ask me, I'm ready to answer you. Okay, I'm ready to answer you the questions. So if anybody has got any questions, please put it to the chat box on any of those mindset principles, as well as those 3 cardinal principles to help you build a profitable business of your enterprise. Okay, so if you have got any questions there, I will answer you in the next 6 minutes, because right now the time is 6:25. Okay. How to handle sales team? Ashish, good question. See, sales team has to have all those 3 principles which I talked to you, Ashish, needs to be put into practice. Sales team needs to be trained well. They should understand your company's sales system. They should understand your sales strategy, and they should be also trained on their skill set. Because untrained salespeople are the biggest liability for any organization. How many of you agree with me? And many of the salespeople who are going for sales, if you ask me, 80% of them are untrained, and they don't know what exactly they're doing. They're doing more of a courier man job, or they're just going there, as an order taker. They need to be masters of 6 cylinders of knowledge. Okay, this we touch up in the product. You need to have 6 cylinders of knowledge about the economy, industry, company, product and services, skill, your selling skill, and attitude. So your salespeople are like your ambassadors. If they are not trained, and let me tell you one more thing, they're very expensive commodity. They are very, very expensive commodity. Okay. One sales call of your salesperson costs you thousands of rupees, which you may not be knowing. Don't only calculate his salary and his daily wage, daily bhatta. It's also the other cost of your organization is also on him. So you need to ensure that he is well trained and he is taken care of. And the best person to train is you yourself, along with, of course, some professional sales training, like the program I'm talking about, the pathway to profitable sales. Okay. When you say train, who should ideally be training them? As I told you, Dishant, right? You should be a person who knows about these system strategies and things. As I said, you learn selling and you teach them. One more important thing is you need to have a periodic sales training program in your people. And sales training program is never an expense. Friends, let me share with you one. Can I share with you some case studies? Let me share with you case studies of companies whom we have trained. I think some of you may be knowing about them. I will just share with you. Okay. This is a company. How many of you know about LMW? LMW, Lakshmi Machine Works in Coimbatore. I think we've got some friends there. Yes, Ashish. Coimbatore, this company was having a sale of 150 crores to 175 crores for almost 6 years. Their sales was not going up. They gave us this engagement from November 2016. And we did a 2-year continuous training. Every 2 months, we used to train there at five different places. In Coimbatore, 2 teams, one in Pune, one in Delhi, and sometime in Bangalore. Their sales went up from 193 crores to 425 crores within the 12 months. In the next 12 months, we increased it to 635 crores. This is LMW Machine Tool Division, Coimbatore. Mr. Soundararajan is the director, and Mr. Indranil Bhattacharya is the commercial director. Okay? And this is what is possible. As somebody was saying, 10x Sales Booster is one of our standard program. Okay? Is it good? So that is the ROI that you can get from training. So never ever be miserly in investing on yourself in training or investing on your salespeople on training. Remember that PD is equal to BD. The more you have personal development, more is your business development. How many of you agree with me? How many of you feel this is amazing? You can go to the YouTube and check it out. Check out the testimonials of Indranil Bhattacharya. Okay. So 193 crores going to 635 crores in just a matter of 19 months. Okay, friends, one more person, Indian Oil Corporation. We had trained their sales team because they work on high volume. We did a training program over a period of 3 months. The same set of people, we trained them, and then we told them to implement it after 1 month, and we took a retraining after 1 month, or after 1 more month gap. They generated an increase of 100 crores post the training session within a span of 1 month. In 1 month, they could achieve 100 crores increased turnover. Of course, they were dealing in high volume products because the boys were from different lubes. They were also into retail, cocoa, company-owned, company-operated petrol pumps. They were also in aviation industry, and that the group achieved an increased turnover of almost 100 crores. So these are the friends. There are various examples of how sales training can give you returns. If you find it amazing, type amazing on the chat box. Acha, Vishnu, thank you very much. You registered for the program. You are great. Can we give a round of applause to Vishnu? See, what I appreciate about it is action. Don't procrastinate. Some of us as entrepreneurs, you have a challenge because you postpone things, and procrastination is a big disease. And friends, this post-COVID-19, if you are a procrastinator, I really wish you success, because it will be a very, very challenging thing. So don't procrastinate. If you really feel it's going to be helpful, and I think TiE is charging us it doesn't even cover our cost. We just the normal price of this program is 29,000 rupees. Normally we charge 19,000 for offline program, but this time TiE wanted to give it to all the entrepreneurs. So we're just charging you 5,000 rupees for a 6-day workshop for 6 days, which would normally cost you around 40,000 rupees if I take you offline, if not for TiE. So how many of you agree with me that 5,000 doesn't even cover the cost for TiE, but we are doing it because we are committed to Indian entrepreneurs. Okay, how many of you agree with me? Thank you, Vishnu. Thank you. Awesome. This is hardly any investment, so don't ever think about mincing your thing. Okay, good. But before I ask any other questions is there, I can just answer it. But in the meanwhile, I want the other people to do one thing. Type me 3 things you're taking back from this particular seminar. 3 things, please type out. 3 things that you're taking back from this webinar. What are the 3 things you are taking back? Three things. I want you to type in the chat box 3 things that you're taking back, so that you will be able to recollect what in the last 90 minutes. What are the 3 things that you learned and you are taking back from the seminar? Okay, attitude, sales is a science and a sales system. Brilliant, awesome. Business is about profitable customers, self-esteem. Brilliant, and the best training. Get everyone to sell. Brilliant, Disha. Absolutely. Energy for energy. Higher the energy, higher the growth. Business about profitable customers, self-esteem. Brilliant. PD is equal to BD. Involve the team. Selling is learnable. Very true. Survive, thrive, and drive. Involve the team. Awesome. Learn to teach. Good. Relook at your customer base. Train sales system. Brilliant. Become focused on profitable customers. Awesome. Ashish. Good. Deepak. Energy, passion, and trainable skill point. Okay. Learnable skill point. Okay. Good. Awesome. Srinivas, PD is equal to BD. Good. Getting everyone to sell. Awesome. Awesome. So friends, once again, I wanted to thank each one of you for your brilliant engagement and your this is the program which I was just talking about. So this is what is the normal rate, but you're getting it at almost throwaway price. So I wanted to acknowledge and thank each one of you for your brilliant engagement, participation. I really loved it. I hope whatever little I could share in this time, you'll be able to use it and put them into practice, my friends. Don't just put in the papers. but ensure that you are able to put it into practice and thereby ensure that you become, you're able to survive this unprecedented challenge, you're able to thrive, and you're able to drive your organization to the next level. Okay? So all those people who are registered, looking forward to meeting you on Monday. For the others, I look forward to being in touch with you, and you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is there, so that you keep on getting our updates. So the YouTube update is there in the chat box. You can go there and subscribe to it for your benefit. Okay. So this is all for me. I will hand it over back to Shabnam.
Thank you, Dr. Arunaagiri. It was very much, interesting and very interactive session, and hope, all the audience have really enjoyed, especially me as well. So thanks. And so look forward to meet you. In fact, all of you on Monday. Thanks, Dr. Arunaagiri. And
thank you, Shabnam. Thank you.